Good morning. How we doing today? My name is James Sweeney, aka Split Suit. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to answer a question sent in by Issen, and Issen asked the following. Hi Split Suit. My question is if the effective stack sizes of my online tables are 20 big blinds, which are full of whales and passive fish, am I justified for buying in for 50 to 70 big blinds instead of the normal effective stack size of 100 big blinds? So as I read this question, I think there's a little bit of confusion on what the term effective stack sizes actually means. So let's start by defining that. So the effective stack is the smallest of the stacks involved in a particular hand. So if you take this situation where we're on the flop, the effective stack against the cutoff would be their stack size, the 655, since against the two of our stacks, theirs is the smallest. And against us and the middle position player, the effective stack would be 820, because again, that is the smallest between our stack size and their stack size. Between the other two players, between middle position and the cutoff, their effective stack would be 655, because again, the cutoff has the smallest stack size between the two of them. So if you're playing in a game and the effective stack is 20 big blinds and you buy in for 1,000,000 big blinds, your 1,000,000 big blinds doesn't really matter all that much since you're playing 20 big blind effective poker against your opponents. So when trying to answer this kind of question, I like to think about the pros and the cons of buying in for a shorter stack size versus buying in for a larger stack size in this game. And I'm not really finding a tremendous amount of pros for buying in at the smaller, say 20 big blind effective stack, or even buying in for 50 to 70 big blinds. Now 50 to 70 I think is better than buying in for 20 in this particular game, since when you buy in for 20, if anyone does happen to get deep, and you sounds like you're playing in a pretty darn soft game, I'd hate to not be able to very quickly have an effective stack size that matches, say, a fish that doubles up and now has 40 big blinds, and I'm still sitting there with 20. I'm missing opportunity in order to get their stack later down the line. So buying in for 20 doesn't really seem to make much sense. Buying in for 50 to 70 can make a little bit more sense, but still I'd probably want to buy in for 100, since if a fish were to say double up and then double up again or continue growing a stack, I'm already there ready to match them and play a deeper game against them where hopefully my edge is going to be much larger than theirs. And if you are assigning these players as fishy players in the first place, chances are you have a massive edge. So why limit that with a shorter stack size when you can have a larger stack size when they do happen to get deep, and you can take massive advantage of that without having to rebuy on the fly. And I want to be very clear here because I think there's a lot of confusion when it comes to why do we always buy in for 100 big blinds or the table max or anything like that. It has nothing to do with ego, even though I think a lot of players think it does, especially newer players or people who are a little bit more scared of buying in for a full buy-in. It has nothing to do with ego. It's really thinking about edges, thinking about where stack sizes are likely to go. Unless this is the worst ranked game in the world, chances are some people are going to grow stack sizes and you're going to be able to play deeper poker against them. Maybe not right this moment early in a session, but maybe later in a session after they double up a few times. And I think it's better to be prepared for that rather than having to scramble to rebuy or add on or do something like that, which can look a little bit weird when it's done in the middle of a game, especially if this is a live game. So I'm just going to leave this as a short video. It's a very simple question. Hopefully this helps you wrap your head around what effective stack sizes are. If you're newer to poker in terms like this and you really want to grow your game much faster, I would definitely suggest checking out Core from Red Chip Poker. I'll leave a link for that in the description box if you're interested. But other than that, hopefully this helps you define a new poker term, understand this a little bit better, and figure out what you should buy in for, and of course, why you should be doing so. As always, if you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to let me know. Otherwise, a quick like and sub would be massively appreciated, and I'll see you back shortly with a brand new video. In the meantime, good luck out there, and happy grinding.